All right. Hey, hey. Hi, guys. So, first off, happy Thanksgiving, everybody. I am so delighted and honored that you guys are here. Hi, Hetty. Great to see you, babe. So, as you guys know, I'm a fictional storyteller, not a psychic. I'm going to do little card pulls. My goal is to do one card pull so I can get to as many of you as possible in these 30 minutes. I'm really going to try hard to stick to one card, okay? Because if I do three, then I don't get to hardly anybody. And so we're going to go for one. But thank you guys for being here. As always, they're fictional, so have fun with it. But at the end of the day, only you decide how your life will go. Hetty, here we are, love. Great to see everybody. We have a Six of Wands. There is great success on the horizon for somebody. There's already a lot of people that admire an individual, and I feel like it's almost like someone's going to be doing a TED Talk, or they're going to be gaining a lot of traction. This could be in their business. This could be in their community. It just feels like somebody is going to be really celebrated very soon, and they're going to feel amazing about it. There's a whole group of people watching, celebrating, noting, and seeing like, wow, well done, you. You know, this feels very sincere, and it feels like we have a character who like draws people to them. That could be their superpower. They could be somebody who just naturally has like this tendency to attract people into their world, maybe because of who they are, maybe because of what they do, maybe because of the way they speak, maybe because of the way they inspire. But that looks like our character is about to actually be really noticed, and it could feel really good for that character. Eliana, hi, babe. So great to see you. Here we go. Judgment card. We may have a divine masculine, possibly a Scorpio, who very much would like a reconciliation. We could have a masculine with a mustache, could wear glasses as well. He looks pretty darn serious, but he may be offering a gift. This could be somewhere coming up around Christmas, but we have somebody who really wants to make peace. This could be somebody who wants a do-over in a romance, or this could just be somebody who doesn't want to fight. They want to say that they're sorry. They want to make amends. And it does look like this is the Granny Smith apple of peace. He may look really good in green. He's thought a lot with that green hat on. He's thought a lot. His thoughts have grown. He has grown, maybe matured somehow. And it's just like, yes, this will be something that I think is going to be really heartfelt. That doesn't look like somebody who's just messing around. Hetty, you angel, thank you so much, love. You're so generous, always. Thank you, babe. Juna Juniper. Hi, honey. Thanks for being here. No joke, we just got Judgment. Anytime the same card comes right out, I always have to take a second one because I got to make sure that I can see whatever the message is. Maybe it's the same, maybe it's not. This says we got one dude who's just got reconciliation on the mind, going round and round and round. I don't see him ready to do anything. He's still in the, I want to do this. How do I do this? I want to do this. How do I do this? So somebody's analyzing, reanalyzing, and overanalyzing their approach. They can see themselves, they can visualize themselves coming in saying, could we please either, would you accept my apology, or could we please have a do-over? But they're right now still just trying to figure out how to do that. This has not happened yet. Five of Wands is still very much a thought process. And I actually think that they come back around to the same thought every single time. I'm just going to have to do it. I'm just going to have to do it. But it feels like they're trying to get over fear to me. It feels like they can find every reason possible to say, well, maybe I should think about it a little bit longer. But ultimately, this is still the action that they have to take and even want to take. It's just, how do I get myself geared up to do this? Because they could be pretty scared. They could be scared to show their face. You notice how it's, they kind of are, I don't know, they look pretty unhappy here. So this doesn't feel great, but they'll find the way to do it because they have to. That's sometimes characters, they got to make amends. They got to make things right. So good for them for doing that at least. Nore, hi, babe. Happy Thanksgiving to you also, sweetheart. We have got a Six of Wands. I don't know if somebody likes horses or if they have like a pet that is black and white. It could be a cat. That's actually what I pictured, even though I saw a horse first. I saw a tuxedo cat. But even their pets like them. This is, we could have a divine masculine coming in who's good to animals in particular, but he's like, no matter what, no matter if he's just accomplished something or he's having a good day, the only person that he hopes to make eye contact with is whomever he is doing that side eye for. I feel like the only person he cares about thinking he did a good job is the person he holds in his heart. So I would just say, There could be a moment in the public setting where somebody is being recognized for something, and yet his eyes slide right over to the one person in the room that he's hoping notices his accomplishment, because that's the person he wants to impress. I think it's a dead giveaway that this is the only person I care about who sees me doing something that, others would find worthy of, like appreciating. I think right there, we just got a sneak peek at who he loves. That's the way I would say this. Somebody is showing with their eyes that you're the only one that I care about, though. Did you notice? It's kind of shy. It's kind of cute. But I loved it. Ama Adventures. Hi, babe. Great to see you. We have got a 10 of Swords. 10 of Swords says we have a divine feminine. She could have a tattoo that's very important to her. She could also have a dream catcher that hangs on her, somewhere in her house, or she'll be getting one because she's making promises to herself. This could be a promise for moving into next year. This is where I make my stand. This is where I claim myself back again. This could be somebody who's marking like I overcame an illness. I overcame some huge hurdle in my life. I healed from something. I was a victim of something, but I have absolutely risen above it. And this is my promise to myself that it's almost like with this skull that's being tattooed on her back, it feels more like, I wish I had it handy. I have a necklace, and there's a big story behind it. But in any case, I have a necklace that is a carved face of some of the like Nepalese, like scary, like demon faces. And what it is in the culturally speaking, having like scary faced images, those masks and carved images, it is to remind individuals that what we do in this lifetime will face our actions again later on. And so remember that if we've been ugly and we've done, angry, terrible things, that vision of ourselves, which is what those masks represent, we'll have to face that again. So it's a reminder in this lifetime not to do things that we're going to have to face again later, not to become a monster that we don't want to become. But in this story, I don't think she ever became a monster. I think this is her using more like, is it like in the haka dance where they make scary faces, but it's like to scare off the opponents? I feel like this is her saying, here's my scary face that I'm gonna show you. Don't mess with me. Don't step on me, because I have power to me. I've already overcome more than you could guess. I'm stronger than what you would think. So this is almost like she's got her little like warning signal. A lot of animals out in nature have like a warning coloring or something like that warns other animals, like, don't mess with me. I'm poison. There's a lot of brightly colored animals, or there's something about her that is giving off this vibe of like, not only am I a survivor, but I'm a ferocious one. So don't step my way. This is me putting that, it's like ejecting a protective barrier, but it's a little bit more, not a threat, but just like an awareness that I am so much stronger than what you would expect. I started to go on and on about this card, but there's so much imagery that comes into my mind with this one. So all I can say is we have a feminine who is really claiming her life again, and in the most like powerful and beautiful way. Not as like, oh, I can't wait to fight somebody. It's not like that at all. It's just the energy she's putting off is like, you don't even know how strong I actually am, but you'll see it with the force field or the energy that I project outward. A very strong character. Annie S. Hi, sweetheart. Good to see you. We have got the Knight of Pentacles. Sorry, I could almost not read that because it's red on bits of red. We have the Mayan or Aztec calendar here. We have got energy going upward to the cosmos, or being, pulled inward from the cosmos into the earth. We've got the jaguar over here. So we got this powerful, power animal. This is steeped in moving forward, especially something about the calendar. Moving forward, like as a shaman, as somebody who's tapped into cosmic energy, cosmic awareness. This is a life path message, I think. I think we have a character that is like making tremendous gains in understanding what their life path is. They are absolutely aware that there's something special that they're here to do. And as they, grind forward and as they move forward, they're having big breakthroughs right about now. This either confirms somebody's life path, or illuminates it in some way, or it strengthens their confidence and their belief. Like, I know exactly what I'm headed for. I know exactly what I'm doing. It's really strong energy of here I am, here I go, and I know what I'm meant to do at this point. That was, I don't know, whatever it is for this character, I could see them doing something maybe semi-spiritual in nature, or doing something that could be just really like tapped into, I'm going to say, the natural world and shamanism. RT, hi, sweetheart. Let me get to you. RT, you actually just got two. We have the Star, we have the Lovers, we have profound healing, we have somebody who has got a wish that is going to be granted. If this is a character who has been on, like quite a journey, I will say this, they are a very special individual. They may be a star seed, they may be, an earth angel, they may be somebody who's slowly but surely realizing that, wow, no wonder there have been many things that I've had to like hurdle over, or many things that I've had to deal with. It's because I'm not actually from here. I'm living an earth life, but I'm, like a light being, or I'm a star seed. And I came here to live this human experience. And okay, now I'm getting in the groove of things. Now it's making sense. Now I'm adjusting and adapting. There's a profound sense of healing, but there's also like this awareness that, oh, no wonder things were a little bit difficult up until now. It's because I was adjusting to this human life with gravity, the force of gravity working upon me. And I'm not used to that. That's not where I come from, but I did come here to have the human experience. And now that it's about to get lighter and brighter and better, and we have passion and love coming in. And this might have been one of the main reasons this character was like, I want to do that human life thing. That looks fun. I want to go down to that planet that they call Earth. And I want to do this. Like, the creatures down there look like they're having this great time. It looks like there's this hugging thing that they do and this loving thing. And it's just like, I want to do that. It's like, okay, it could be tough. It's like, yeah, that's all right. I'll adapt. I'll adjust. This is a character adjusting, getting their bearings. And I think they're going to start to like really enjoy human life, and particularly human love. But I will still say this is a character who, look, it's a sci-fi message. Sorry, but sometimes we get those. This is a character who comes from another part in the solar system, but they chose to come here as a human this time around for this full experience. And it was a little bumpy at first, but they're getting dialed in now. There's definitely some kind of healing energy. And I think that there's something where this character is tapped into like a deep internal, you saw the star right over that abdomen, and it's kind of like maybe somewhere from the sacral chakra to kind of like the, the house of willpower is right there in that solar plexus. I wonder if they're like, wow, okay, I gotta get myself, organized here, and I gotta go deep within with my star power, and I have to like heal myself and get myself calibrated, because that's right, I chose to do something that is a little unfamiliar. But I feel like this character is like activated their inner healing somehow, is what that says. And it's helping them to calibrate so that they can now be having this earth experience. So I don't know if that'll make a lick of sense, but that is what I got. I go with whatever we see, no matter how out there it is, because that's the kind of storyteller I am. So forgive me. Selene, you angel, thank you so much. Let me get to you right now, babe. I'm so sorry. All right, Selene, here we are. Selene, you got two actually, a page of coins, and we also have the Ace of Cups. Now, little tiny tilted, but I would still take them mostly upright. We got love on the horizon, but it's very much because we have somebody doing things different. She's making a list. This could be somebody who likes to organize her thoughts. This could also be somebody who needs to keep a little booklet with them. Sometimes we have divine inspiration and it just won't quit. And that might be when we are most tapped into the flow of like universal love. That's when we are filling our cup. That's when we are excited about our lives. When we get jazzed about all these things that we want to do, all these talents that we have, we bring them to the surface. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, this is exciting. I'm totally connecting now. And I have a chance to love somebody and they can love me. I feel like love is coming in, but it is when a character is already like just digging their life. They're filled with great ideas. They see happiness on their horizon. They see a future that looks really bright. And the more they are like, there is a direct relationship between meeting the love of one's life, having a really wonderful love story, and first being excited about one's own existence and all of the ideas that come flooding in and all the inspiration and all the things that we look forward to doing. This is a character who has to first look into their future and say, I want to do this and I want to do that. And I'm so excited and I want to take a painting class and I want to, when she's thrilled about her own life is when we have great love that also comes into her world, probably because she's opened up a channel for exactly that. She's opened up an energetic flow that gives and receives the best energy versus opening up a channel where it's like, I'm pissed. I'm only thinking about negatives. I'm ready to fight. So I'm going to go out and I'm going to probably like create drama with every person that I meet because I'm walking in, like I'm pissed, and sometimes we get in that mood too. That is not her. There's none of that energy to her. There's only excitement and like vitality. And that is opening up the channels of loving her own life, loving her own future. And then that brings in great love. That's beautiful. I mean, that's absolutely beautiful. I love it when we have a character who's like, I'm not here to fight. I'm here to have a good time. I'm here to love my life. It's beautiful. So Juanita, absolutely. Let's get you one and let's get one for Albert too. Okay. Okay. It's Albert and the boys because we just got 4 cards. We have an 8 of Wands. We have an Ace of Cups. We have a 6 of Wands. We have a 7 of Swords. So first off, who steals snackies and treats? Somebody, we have a little bit of lack of truth here. Everything else is super positive. And I'm sorry, I'm just being silly right now. This isn't really a card pull for a puppy dog. But in this story, as of course, they are always fictional, but we do have somebody wanting to talk to another person about the concept of love. And I have to say, the way they do it could be, this feels like it could be a masculine who is trying really hard to basically tell somebody without telling them, say something without saying it, that there's a lot of love here, but still having plausible deniability. I almost think this is funny and this is lighthearted. This is her going to be like, whatever, you love me. No, I don't. I did say those words. And it's like, yeah, but you love me. I could tell. It feels very lighthearted. It feels very sweet. It feels like we have energy coming directly in, and it feels like 2 people are vibing. And yet, and this could be like friendship type of love. This could be true appreciation. This could be, whatever, siblings, acting like, oh, whatever, you drive me nuts, and it's like, yeah, but that's why I'm your favorite sibling. And it's like, no, you're not. You're my worst nightmare, and it's like, it just feels super lighthearted. It feels like there is wonderful rapport. I can't say that this is romantic love, but it is love, familial love, friendship love. It feels like 2 people, like razz each other, have a good time. And that deniability actually adds more humor to this. The, saying, no, I didn't say I loved you. And it's like, but you do. This could be a boss joking around, colleagues joking around, but it feels like there's genuine affection here. It just feels kind, and it feels like both people know it. Sometimes when we say the exact opposite of how we really feel, it's because we feel it so much that's why we're saying like, honestly, you're my worst nightmare. But what we're really saying is, God, I'm so glad I know you. It feels like that. Like somebody's got this funny rapport, this great friendship, this great dialogue, and they both know what they actually mean. Could this be romantic love? Oh, gosh, yeah, for sure. But there really isn't any more denying it, but they're still definitely going to lie. It's like, I don't know how else to say that. It feels funny and it feels fun. It doesn't feel like this isn't too heavy or too serious, but it's very heartfelt is the way that comes across. Very sweet. You guys, small TV, you angel. Thank you, babe. You guys are so awesome. Thank you guys so much. I so appreciate everybody. We have got the Judgment card. This small TV, this Judgment card is somebody that is, we have the angels coming into this one, which oftentimes we do see, Gabriel blowing the horn on a Judgment card. But this is a surprise because we have this full moon. It's against a backdrop of a full moon. There's also like a North Star. I don't know. I'm picturing this is somewhere around Christmas. Somebody wants to reconcile. This could be a feminine, or this could be somebody that is like almost from out of the blue. This is like, wow, I never would have expected that this is who would be reaching out to me. It's someone who has been divinely guided to do this. This is a reconciliation. I wouldn't say this is just like, oh, you know what? I suddenly feel like I'm just over something and I'm just making peace with it. I feel like this is somebody emerging from the shadows. Could be a feminine. This may be totally non-romantic. It could be completely romantic. I don't know which. On this, it just says that it's a surprise who this person is. So someone unexpected. And the reason I'm thinking somewhere around Christmas is because I'm picturing like the three wise men following the star. That's how this feels to me. It's somebody who will be approaching before the end of the year that is very unexpected, that wants to make peace. This could be like an old, whatever, friend that we had a falling out with, back in high school. And all of a sudden wow, I didn't see them reaching out. It could be a romantic partner. It could be a masculine. It doesn't matter on that front. I can only say that it would be someone our character would never expect, has been thinking about this all this time. And I want to say all this time. So I do think of somebody from some time ago, especially for our character to never have had this on their radar. That's the unexpected thing. So that could be a wonderful gift. I mean, the Judgment card, if somebody's coming in to make nice, then we know they're not coming in with like hostility. They're trying to fix things. So I would say, regardless, it would be something pleasant. It would be nice to hear from this person, not a terrible experience. So anyway, super awesome. Oh my God, Nikki, that sounds so delicious. Oh my God. Turkey, ham, collard greens, yams, mac and cheese, and dressing. Oh my God, that sounds so amazing. Nikki, thank you. My mouth is so watering right now. We're doing Mexican food. We decided not to do turkey. I had done turkey not too long ago. And so, and we were just like all turkeyed out. And so we're doing what we call a bean casserole. It's this, think of like lasagna, only it's with tortillas and beans and meat and stuff. And then we're actually celebrating tomorrow one more time with the Chinese food. So we're very international in my family. We love everything. So, but oh my God, mac and cheese sounds so good. Oh, that sounds delicious. AC, hi babe. Let me grab you one, sweetheart. And Nikki, you'll let me know if I can pull a card for you also, sweetheart. We have the Nine of Cups, AC. This is somebody I think she's an angel. We've got what appears almost more like a halo behind her. Or like in, a lot of the, like the Catholic or like Greek Orthodox paintings, oftentimes we see the Madonna with, the corona of light emanating from behind her. It feels like somebody is very touched by the divine. I know this is supposed to be the moon, but I see it as a halo, which, yes, I'm hearing Beyonce now. I can see your halo. But we have somebody being very blessed right now. With that Nine of Cups, we have good things coming in for our character. We have, joy coming in. We have some kind of expression of like happiness that is supposed to be theirs that is finally coming back to them. And it feels like all these little lightning bugs are kind of like bringing things into her, filtering things down into her world. She could be very surprised by this. This may be somebody who hasn't had a lot of wins lately, and yet they've consistently given and given and given. And it says, for being that earth angel, our character is now finally starting to receive. At that Nine of Cups, all those like little teeny tiny dots of light coming toward her, I feel like she's about to have some significant happiness that is supposed to be hers. It's just been a long time coming. That's how that looks to me. That's beautiful and well-deserved. Well-deserved. I love that for our character. Guys, it's so nice to see everybody. Hang on, I'm still scrolling on through. Please forgive me, guys. Hi, guys. Oh, and Column C, I will get a happy birthday message for you on Monday. Okay, sweetheart? I'm glad you decided to celebrate after all. Thank you so much, you guys. Thank you so much, San Juanita. You guys are so awesome. Hang on, I'm GR. Let me get to you right now, sweetheart. And I didn't see, I'm still scrolling here. Okay, here we go. GR, let me get to you right now, babe. We have got the High Priest, which is actually the Hierophant in any other deck. So Hierophant is all about the energy of connected to the universe. And we see the two different keys. One represents the night sky, one represents the daytime. So we have basically the moon and the sun, the two complementary but different energies of the universe. And those keys open up everything. When we can unlock both sides, our light and our dark, now we're really, truly enlightened. So I can look at it that way. This can also be a card of marriage, of things that we believe in, of things that we would, contracts we would definitely choose to sign our name to. This has a more cosmic energy flow to it. If this is about love, then we have two people that are about to cross, paths with each other, and they might open up one another's hearts, and they recognize they are truly a complement to one another, and that is them choosing a path together from here on outward. It's a beautiful message of characters that are really connected, really tapped in, really, able to actually get on board with kind of like the next step in their future. I would read this as love only because those keys crossing paths, to me, that's what that looks like to me. I feel like this hasn't happened yet. I feel like this is what's coming because we kind of have like the cosmos is orchestrating this and has been helping to bring two people together. These two people could have actually already met and they just haven't identified yet that, oh my God, you're somebody super important to me. It feels like we're just about to unlock that part of a story. So it could be somebody that's already in a character's world that they haven't even yet looked at with those eyeballs of like, oh my God. Yeah, this could be the neighbor who we see getting into their car. We've only seen the back of them. We had no idea that that's the person we're going to marry and spend the rest of our lives with yet. I could look at it that way, or it could be two people who have crossed paths, but they still haven't awakened or realized like the magnitude of what this connection really is. It's coming though. It's getting pretty clear, or it's on the horizon. Strong Taurian energy on that also. So that's what I see on that one. Small TV, you sweetheart. And Nikki, I never got to see a message back from you, babe. I don't know if you're already out or if you're still here, but if you're still around, Nikki, let me know if I can pull a card for you, babe. Small TV, you are so kind. Oh my God. Okay, so Calm C, this is for you, courtesy of Small TV, okay? You guys are so lovely. Calm C, here we go. Calm C, we have got a 4 of Wands and a 9 of Wands sideways. That 4 of Wands is the energy of, obviously we see marriage, we see love, we see two people that actually are creating like an awesome little dance tower over here. This is two people. I always think of this as the marriage of the spirit, not necessarily one where it's like, oh, I'm going to get married to this person so we can file joint taxes. This is the more important kind of marriage. It's where two souls feel really connected. The only problem in this is that even if this is where two hearts are, that's the spiritual connection. This might be more in the physical world where we could have two people that are both, because I always look at this as shared energy, that are actually both still healing from something. They're both still in an energy flow of being a little bit like, I'm not ready to come down from my place that I've been healing in. This is two people who've withdrawn a little bit from the world because they needed to. And it's like, even if I know that there's an amazing, bright, beautiful future, I'm almost ready for it, but just not quite. This is the romance that hasn't begun yet. This is the very happy future to look forward to. We just got to get to the 10 of Wands first. Then we can have that amazing connection. Right now, we do have two kind of like, we'll call them the wounded warriors, but on the other hand, they're just getting their last bit of like, catching my breath. I think that we have characters about to like re-enter the dating pool or re-enter like life again. This could be two people who maybe they even knew each other once upon a time, not as lovers, but just as, people who knew each other, went through stuff in life, when they bump into each other again, it could be like, well, I got divorced, actually. It was a real gnarly one. honestly, this is the first time I've kind of been out and socializing. And it's like, huh, no kidding. This is, I went through some really tough stuff too. I kind of kept to myself for the last year, but I'm kind of like looking forward to getting back to life. And it could be two individuals, both of whom have been through some battles, are in the same place. That could be why they're so balanced, why they're such, a perfect energetic match where it's like, I just want to be really happy. I've already been through trauma. Now I just want to be through some joy. And it's like, oh my God, I can so, like amen to that. Let's raise our glasses to that. I just feel like there's a lot of play and a lot of happiness and a lot of good times ahead for these two. But they got to first, come down from the ladder and, kind of re-emerge into like society just a little bit. And it's okay if they're not ready. It's just like there's a sweet, sweet promise up ahead for characters to have a much better, more fun life. But I kind of do feel like there's a familiarity between these two. Not that they were already lovers, though. I don't get that at all. At least in that story. Like I'll always tell whatever I see in something, good, bad, or ugly, just because if I don't do that, then I'm not actually telling the story that I see. So that's why I do it that way. All right, you guys, I'm just going to do one more here, and then I'm going to bounce over to the other channel for 30 minutes, okay? Let me go ahead and wrap up with Cornelia Heck. Hi, sweetheart. All right, you guys. Cornelia, here we go. We have a Two of Swords and we have an Eight of Wands. That Two of Swords is blocked energy, but the Eight of Wands is completely the opposite. So what I'm going to say is it looks like we have a character who has realized one road is not for me. One thought process is where I'm saying, no, I will not let my mind go down that road. I will only go toward thoughts that are bright and beautiful. Clear blue skies. I'm not going into darker thoughts of like anything that has stressed me out. I don't want to reread old texts from exes that then get me in my feels. No, that's not what I'm going to do. I'm going to send out awesome messages to friends. I'm going to only like gravitate toward entertainment that is more happy and puts my mind into my future and where I'm going and the beautiful things that I'm going to do. I love seeing a character that is like so forward thinking and like all I want is, I'm going to claim my own, like power and actually, put boundaries around what I'm doing so that I only go toward the things that I want. I love to see that for a character. I love that. All right, you guys, I am done here. I'm going to bounce over to the other channel now. Oh, Sunshine, I'm actually leaving this channel now. I got to go to the other one because I only have another 30 minutes and then I have to attend to my family. I'll get you one here right now, but please don't anybody else add anything, please. I thank you so, so much, but I have to be able to bounce over to my family after I do this other 30 minutes on the other channel. So no, please stop. You guys, thank you so much. You're really kind, but I have to limit the time because I have to take care of my family too later, and I still want to get to the other channel. Please, please withhold your kindness. You guys are so lovely. Thank you. Sunshine, here we go. Sunshine, we have a Six of Wands. That Six of Wands is amazing energy. This is like a whole group happily celebrating someone's accomplishments. This could be at the time of somebody's life. This could be an amazing opportunity for characters to enjoy, like basking in like one person's accomplishments, or this is a person realizing, I don't know how I was so well liked. I didn't know that I was so well loved. This could be a whole family group, like reuniting with a group. This is very much group energy, but one person really feeling the love from a group. This could be, I didn't know how good it would feel to hang out with friends again. I didn't realize how nice it would be to reconnect with my family. I didn't realize how awesome it would be to spend time with, individuals that I've cared about. Sometimes we forget how much love there really is on this planet. And this is a character like basking in that again. So really nice, but it does say it's a group activity coming up that could be super, super lovely. Come see you, Angel. You guys, thank you so much. All right, Sunshine, it was my pleasure. And happy Thanksgiving to you guys. All right, I'll see you on the other channel. And we're going to do 30 minutes over there also. So if I didn't get to you here, especially, please pop over to the other channel in just a second here, and I'll see if perhaps we get another opportunity, okay? All right, bye for right now, you guys. Lots of love. You're so lovely. Calm C, thank you. Oh my God, Sassy S, you are so kind. Thank you, sweetheart. Sassy S, when I go over to Tarot Dog, I will pull a card for you there first, okay? Bye. Bye, you guys. I send you so much love and so much gratitude. You guys are so amazing. Thank you, everyone.